I want to talk about how many incredible legends are a part of this cast. I'm sure the two of you were totally excited to meet everybody that was part of the cast, but be real with me. Who are you most geeked out over?
Daphne Rubin-Vega. The icon that I was obsessed. I've been obsessed with Rent. It's one of my favorite musicals. So like getting to meet her and then hear her voice, she has such a unique and iconic voice. She's also the sweetest human ever, and so oblivious to the fact that she's an icon that inspired so many Latinas to go into musical theater because Mimi existed.
Yeah.
And she's just incredible. I know when I saw her during our last audition day in New York, Leslie, where we met, I think y'all left and I just stayed there hanging around because they were changing me roles. They were like, what do we do with her?
Swapping you.
And Daphne walks in and I'm like, that's Daphne Rubin. I was like, do I go up to her? Do I tell her? And I just went like, she was like, I think she had her headphones on and I just like tapped her on the shoulder and I was like, I love you.
Yeah.
Go back to what you're doing.
Daphne is just like the most, it's just the sweetest human being. It's a love fest every time you're around Daphne. And to see her play this woman, specifically for me, to see her play a woman that feels like my mother, she
Elba, yes.
Yes, she's a salon lady, and have them meet was like a full circle moment, because I felt like Daphne was my mama on set. She's a woman that I feel like, man, if I would have seen you on screen more, I would have felt so validated as a Afro-Latina young girl, so for them to meet was really cool. And Marc Anthony.
I thought about it, but I can't. The kid doesn't listen to I say anyway.
Listen, everybody was geeked that he was going to be on set. And I just have to say, like, we were in the middle of like, it's the Heights. We're in a little hallway, leading up to this tiny apartment, and all of the crew is lined up in the hallway. One elevator, no AC in that hallway. It was Corey, it was Gregory, it was me, it was, Anthony obviously is in the scene, and we're all just stuck, glued to that playback, like, yo, look at Marc Anthony go, look at Marc Anthony, look at, and it was school, man. We keep saying those 5 minutes were Oscar worthy.
I feel like there's something in the water with this cast. I see you doing photo shoots together. I see you hanging out at John M. Chu's house together. What is it specifically about the friendships that were formed with the In the Heights cast?
It's the love.
Yeah.
The real love. It's the real love that we feel for each other, that we were, these characters, Mel always says these characters have history, they know each other. They're their chosen family. They're their own community that they've built on the block, that have seen each other grow and are rooting each other on. And when you put people like that in the same room, the love is inevitable. You know what I mean?
It was a life-changing experience for all of us, I think. And I think when you have a life-changing experience, it binds you together forever. And I think that we will always have that summer in New York. And now we're stuck with each other for life.
It's impressive to land any role in any movie. And then there's landing a role in the Heights, where you must be a triple threat. If you had to pick one, which was the most challenging? Was it the acting, was it the singing, or was it the dancing?
The dancing.
You already know it was the dancing.
I did not expect the movie to have as much dancing as there is, because I think that the actual characters dance a lot more in the movie than in the play. And there wasn't a dance portion of the audition. So I remember showing up day one and we're rehearsing Champagne. Why not? And it is completely choreographed. Every single movement is choreographed. And Anthony and I just looked at each other like.
But the dancing was the hardest part, for sure, for all of us. In the club, come on.
Were there busted feet? Were there tired soaks at the end of the day? How grueling was it?
All of us had busted feet. I remember Mel soaking her feet in ice buckets every night because she was dancing in heels. She was prepping her feet.
I think this movie ends so beautifully poised for what could be a phenomenal sequel. Are there discussions about getting the group back together and doing another In the Heights?
We've already started the petition.
Yes. There is nothing that we would want more in the world. Even if it takes Lin another 20 years to write the sequel, we will come back.
We'll come back as Abuela Nina and Abuela
Nina, Abuela Vanessa, everybody. You know, like, I think that there was nothing that we would love more, but we know writing a musical is not an easy thing to do. So it really all depends on Lin and Kiara.
Yeah, yo.
If one day they wake up and they're like, I dreamed up the sequel, and Lin is like inspired and writes the songs, I mean, we're there.
Listen, it's Lin-Manuel Miranda. I do not doubt that he can do that. We'll be here when that moment happens.
We're taking the flight to a couple of days in the life for what it's like in Washington Heights.